For a healthier and happier lifestyle, Red Jeep Tours is proud to bring you Living Better.
Brought to you by Gelato Granucci and Reverse Mortgage Works.
A healthier lifestyle lets you live a longer, happier life. I'm Lori Larson. Let's get started. Living Better, featuring Dr. Joseph Scherger, Eisenhower family physician and owner and medical director of Restore Health Disease Reversal.
What we call our GI tract, the gastrointestinal tract, is actually a separate world.
And featuring Chef David Horgan, creative executive chef at PS Underground.
Today, we're going to make some pan-seared salmon, and then we're also going to make a fresh herb and roasted pistachio pea stew.
Also featuring Alma Smith from Orange Theory Fitness, who will help you reach your fitness goals.
As you start to exercise and start getting your body warmed up, you'll see your heart rate increasing.
Enjoy your life, living better.
Welcome to Season 2 of Living Better.
Dr. Scherger, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I am very interested in hearing your take on all the digestive issues that people are having, from heartburn to acid reflux to ulcers to all of the above. How does it work? How does the digestive system work? And what can we do to have a healthier digestive system?
Well, thank you, Lori. I'm delighted to be able to talk about this. These problems are incredibly common, and they're all preventable. If we just ate right and did the right things in our life, we wouldn't have almost all of these problems. So let me start at the top, our mouth. You know, it's interesting that what we call our GI tract, the gastrointestinal tract, is actually a separate world. It doesn't mingle with the rest of the body. As a matter of fact, it's filled with bacteria, viruses, and other things called our microbiome that if they got inside of us would cause infections. So keeping our GI tract kind of separate and healthy is vital, and it all depends on what we eat and drink. So keep that in mind. In the mouth has tens of millions of organisms called our oral flora. And if we do something to mess that up, we start getting mouth sores and mouth ulcers.
What could you do to mess it up?
Well, having sugar candy messes it up the fastest way. If I want a mouth ulcer, all I have to do is suck on a Lifesaver or one of those old-fashioned candies. It'll be broken down very soon. So keep sugar out of the mouth. If you're going to have something in your mouth for your breath, for example, make sure that it's not sugar, that it would be a non-sugar sweetener. Those are actually okay. Keeping your mouth well hydrated. Keeping your lips lubricated. Here in the desert, dry lips and cracking is very, very common. And drinking your water, and don't hesitate when you drink water to give your mouth a good rinse before you send it down to the stomach. So keep that mouth healthy. And then in between our mouth and our stomach is a tube, very soft, called the esophagus. We've all heard that word, but it connects from our mouth to our stomach. And what you want is that skin to be healthy. You don't want it to become inflamed. Smoking makes it inflamed, and eating inflammatory foods, some of the things you might not think of, like breads and cow's milk and vegetable oils, can actually give you a lot of heartburn. A lot of people think that having spicy foods does it, and it can, but that's usually not the cause. As a matter of fact, spicy foods are good for you. And then we get to that acid chamber that is vital to our health. Our stomach acid is very important. It's very good for us. So many people are on acid blocking medicines that make their stomach not acidic, and consequently they're at greater risk of getting a whole number of illnesses, including GI illnesses.
Right, so if I get heartburn, I shouldn't be taking the purple pill.
No, you should not. You know, I tell people heartburn is like a fire. You put it out with water. I mean, nobody makes any money marketing water for heartburn, but it is the best treatment. I feel heartburn, give me a glass of water. Doesn't have to have ice in it. As a matter of fact, it's better off to not have ice because ice tends to close up the upper GI tract. So wash it down with water. And then there are simple antacids for once in a while problems, like a Tums, for example, Rolaids, those are okay also. But you really want to avoid getting on acid blocking drugs. Now, you may need those drugs if you're eating an inflammatory diet, because if you're eating the food of nature, the healthy foods, you won't have this problem. But if you eat breads and other grains, and if you have the other, like the casein protein in cow's milk, vegetable oils that are all processed, they have a tendency to give you a stomach that results in too much acid.
Right. I actually had that issue once, and I had chronic heartburn, and I was prescribed the purple pill, and what happened was it took away my stomach acid. So I wasn't able to digest food, and my issues got worse and worse.
That's right. And the acid chamber of your stomach actually gets rid of things that would otherwise make you sick. So food poisoning happens way more common in someone who's on an acid blocking drug. Now you've got to wean off of those drugs. The first thing you need to do is get your diet healthy.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fault Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Hi, I'm Jan, and welcome to Kitchen Kitchen. When you first walk in, you're going to notice the wonderful aroma of our gourmet coffees. Peruse the well-stocked shelves filled with those unique and hard-to-find items, and check out our wide selection of bakeware, barware, and barbecue, as well as our full line of quality cookware, cutlery, and gadgets galore. We also offer knife and scissor sharpening, so you can shop while we sharpen. Need a gift? We have it for everyone on your list, and even offer beautiful complimentary gift wrap. Follow me into the kitchen, where we hold the cooking classes and private events. You may even catch a demo of our best-selling gadgets, such as the square egg press, the pineapple slicer, the apple peeler, the electric rotato, and my personal favorite, the chopper. Stop by Kitchen Kitchen today. Family owned and operated for 3 generations since 1979. So come on into Kitchen Kitchen. Hope to see you soon.
We worry about people getting even esophageal cancer, which happens because of chronic inflammation of the esophagus from inflammatory foods and abnormal acid.
Well, and some people can have inflammation reactions to certain foods, and some people have reactions to different foods. So keeping a food journal really helped me see which foods were giving me the issues, and I just stopped eating them. Yep. It was as simple as that, and the heartburn went away.
Now, I recommend a book called The Inflammatory Spectrum by a doctor in Pittsburgh, actually, that I have in my library. And it goes over the 8 different common foods that can be inflammatory to your GI tract. And it's different, as you said, for different people. But grains and cow's milk and trans fats and vegetable oils are pretty universally inflammatory. Now, if you're on acid-blocking drugs, especially the ones that are called PPIs, PPI stands for proton pump inhibitors. And those drugs, the first one was Prilosec, which now is omeprazole, the generic, and then others like Nexium and Dexilant and others came out. They're very effective at treating heartburn, but they leave you with no acid in your stomach. If you stop one of those drugs cold turkey, you're going to have a rebound. I take about 4 weeks to wean a person off of those drugs, and that's after a week of an anti-inflammatory diet. So if you're on one of those PPIs and you want to stop it, you'll find that you can't if you just stop it cold turkey.
Well, thank you for letting us know how we can heal our mouth, esophagus, and stomach so that we can healthfully digest foods.
Well, thank you, Lori.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late,
That's all right. I'm just getting started.
but I'm really hungry.
Good. You came to the right place. Today, we're going to make some pan-seared salmon. It's going to be over some sautéed sugar snap peas with a little yellow bell pepper. And then we're also going to make a fresh herb and roasted pistachio pea stew.
A pea stew.
Yes, kind of like a pesto, but like a French version. So yeah, it's delicious. These are already roasted and salted pistachios, but I'm just kind of freshening them up in a hot pan. So put them in a dry pan, just kind of toss them a little bit, about medium heat, until they start to brown a little more. If you want to start chopping up some green onion.
Green onions.
You just rough chop. You don't have to go crazy with it. We're going to throw it all into the food processor, and then we're just going to process it.
For the pea stew?
Yes.
Fantastic.
A lot of the recipes I've seen call for fresh basil, which we're using today. Just going to tear it up. Since it's going with salmon, I thought we'd throw a little fresh dill in there as well, so that would pair really nicely.
Dill takes me back to my childhood. My grandma used to make fresh dill pickles.
Ooh, yum.
So good.
And then I'm just going to zest this lemon, and then we'll pull the juice out, and it'll all go into the food processor, and we just give it a few quick pulses and break up the nuts a little more, and then that's it. It's really simple, but the flavor is amazing.
Well, it already smells good.
All right, do you want to cut that lemon in half and juice it for me?
Yes.
I love the smell of the zest. I love putting the zest in there because it just adds so much flavor.
It really does. It adds a whole new level of lemony flavored goodness.
Let me just toss these pistachios. They're starting to brown up a little bit. Putting them in a hot pan like that just kind of wakes them back up and deepens the flavor a little bit more. So now that these pistachios have toasted up a bit, you can really smell that, can't you? So I'm just going to put them right into the food processor. And then we'll just start adding the fresh ingredients. I'm going to drizzle about a half to a 3/4 cup of olive oil.
EVOO.
EVOO. And put in the green onions. And then we can put in the basil and the dill. Doesn't that smell good? And then this fresh lemon zest. Oh my gosh. And you want to pour in the lemon juice?
Oh, lemon juice, yes. Have you ever made this for a PS Underground event?
I have, as a matter of fact. I put it on a chilled asparagus vichyssoise. It was so good. With a little lemon and horseradish cream. And then we're just going to give it some quick pulses to kind of break it all up. There, we don't want peanut butter, so.
And presto, pisto.
Exactly. So now I'm just going to bring that out, put it in a bowl.
Is this where we taste it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I'm going to just add a little pinch of salt, boost up the flavor a little bit, and a little black pepper.
Very zesty.
It really is, has a lot of flavor. And you can, if you want it a little looser, you can add a little more olive oil and loosen it up.
Saucier.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and using the olive oil is so beneficial for your health as well. It's an anti-inflammatory, good for your gut.
Oh, it is? Oh, that's nice to know. Good, because I like using it. So for the next part of the dish, we're going to take the same pan that had the nuts in it, give it a little wipe, get that going at about a medium heat, and then we're going to saute the peas, but first we need to cut up some peppers.
Peppers?
Yeah, so if you don't mind grabbing a knife.
Don't. You know, Dr. Sugar always talks about gut health and how important it is, and vegetables like this have great prebiotic fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut to reduce inflammation and keep your gut healthy.
Oh, nice. I was reading up on probiotics and prebiotics.
Yes.
Interesting to see how they work together for overall gut health, right? I love these orange peppers because they have such a nice mild flavor, kind of sweet, and they add such a nice bright color to the dish as well.
That's what you want to look for in a healthy diet, is very colorful. All the different colors of the rainbow in your fruits and vegetables.
I do that sometimes when I'm planning dishes as well. Just as you're adding each ingredient into a recipe, think of the colors that are going into it so you'll know what your final product on the dish is going to look like.
Yeah, so for presentation it's good too.
All right, so our pan's probably hot by now. Yes, it is, nice and hot. I'm gonna give it a quick bit of pan spray and then start the peas. We'll just give those a few minutes to saute. And then add our peppers.
Last one in the pool.
Yeah.
Restore Health Disease Reversal can help us to a healthier lifestyle.
Restore Health is a personalized health service that will help you get back to living better. We work closely with you to create a plan that best suits your goals and needs for a happier, healthier lifestyle. So when you choose to restore your health, give us a call.
Take control of your life with Restore Health.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Gelato Granucci's brilliant flavor designers combine only the finest quality ingredients to make unique flavors fresh every day. Flavors like Amarena Sour Cherry, Tiramisu, and Joshua Tree Coffee. We have gelato cakes, gelato cannoli, pops, and pints to go. Located on North Palm Canyon in downtown Palm Springs. Gelato Granucci. Come experience the art of gelato.
Hello, I'm Carlos King. My passion is designing fabulous homes. I work closely with my clients to achieve the look and feel that matches their vision. My greatest satisfaction is the wow factor, when my clients see our finished project. Let me translate your dreams into a visual reality. Call me at 760-880-9987.
Welcome to Desert Outreach Synagogue, the voice of the valley. A place called home to anyone who needs one. A place of incredible music, community, conversation, and connection. Come join us. You already belong.
There we go. Using the spoon. After you burn your fingers a few times, you kind of learn that little trick.
Oh, that's a good trick.
I think it's ready, actually. Do you want to throw in the peppers?
I do.
Why don't we toss that garlic in there, too?
Garlic. Also a very healthy ingredient.
Fresh garlic's good for you?
Yes, very.
Good, because I love it. Now we're just going to give this a little saute for about 2 to 3 minutes until the garlic's cooked and the peppers start to soften just a little. And then we'll pull it off the heat and then go on to the salmon. Oh, you want to hand me some salt and pepper? You want to throw a couple pinches in? There we go. Yum.
Am I hired?
Yes.
Dave, how do you know when they're done?
You can kind of tell the color changes just a bit if they start to brown a little, and then you can tell when you're stirring it, they're a little softer.
Yeah.
And I think these are done.
They look done.
You want to hand me the bowl, set it on the board there, and then we'll just put these hot vegetables right into the bowl. And then if you want to cover it with the foil and set it to the side, I'm going to give my pan just a little quick wipe with a paper towel. And then if you want to hand me the salmon fillet, I'm just going to take on medium heat again, the same pan, and I have some nice salmon fillets. What I did is I trimmed the skin off and then sliced them into little smaller fillets just for what we're doing today.
And do you buy them fresh or frozen, or does it matter?
You can do either. It really, whatever you prefer. These are fresh, so I'm just going to give it a little salt, a little pepper. We'll just put them down in the pan. give them about 2 minutes or so, and then we're just going to turn them over, a couple of minutes on that side, and we're ready to go, and that's it.
And I love how the garlic's in there, and the pepper flavor is still in there, so it's going to cook it into the salmon.
Exactly. It'll kind of infuse into the salmon as well. It's another reason why to do it that way. So.
It smells good.
It does, and I think it's ready to flip. So you want to, before we do, you want to put a little salt on there, and I'll do the pepper. Give a little seasoning to each side, and then we'll just give it a quick flip. And just another minute or two on that side. Actually, I think what I'll do is turn off the heat, put the lid on it, and just let it finish through. So I think everything's ready, so we can go ahead and plate up.
Okay.
All right, so let's get some plates ready. And then we're just gonna, if you want to, you can go ahead and just put a little pile of vegetables in the center of each plate. And I'm gonna get the salmon.
Hey, Lori. Hi. I hear you're making something good with Chef Dave.
Hi, Dr. Sugar.
Hi.
Drop in.
I'm so glad you could join us.
Well, thank you. Hello, Chef Dave.
Hi, you showed up at just the right time.
I love your shows and I love your cooking.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, does that smell good?
Yes, we're just plating up what we cooked.
All right, so I'm gonna take the salmon.
Probably the healthiest fish, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Full of omega-3 fatty acids.
And then this is a roasted pistachio pistou with fresh herbs, a little lemon zest, lemon juice that we're just going to put over the top.
Sounds terrific.
Adds a lot of flavor.
And those vegetables are great, too. Boy, what a healthy dish.
And then all we have to do now is taste it. Go for it.
I love how the lemon citrus zest really it coincides with the pistachios and the garlic, and it really is just so many flavors.
Yeah, it really, I love that pistou. It adds such a nice flavor.
Never had a salmon spiced and flavored this nice. It's incredible.
That sounds like a good endorsement to me. I'll take that.
Living Better thanks Red Jeep Tours by Desert Adventures for bringing closed captioning to the hearing impaired.
Hi, Lori. Welcome to Orange Theory Fitness. Let's go ahead and start your intro class by getting onto the treadmill.
Wow, this is quite the treadmill. Is this different than other treadmills?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Free Motion makes these treadmills specially for Orange Theory. Actually, now that you're standing in the middle of the treadmill, if you take a couple hops, you'll be able to tell that it has a flex deck.
That's bouncy.
And what that does, it helps your knees. After you run on our treadmills, you'll never want to go back. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Get started?
Let's do it.
All right, so quick touch buttons on the right. We're going to pick up a speed between 3 to 4 miles.
All right.
Let's go ahead and press that star button.
Okay. Whoa,
Set your speed. On your quick touch buttons on the left, let's pick an incline of 1%.
Okay.
This is what we call Orange Theory Flat Road. Now, Lori, do you see your name on the screen? Go ahead and press your name. Now you'll see all of your parameters that you're currently seeing on our screen right in front of you. As you start to exercise and start getting your body warmed up, you'll see your heart rate increasing. Currently, you're in that great zone, which is the lightest of activity, 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate. As we start to challenge you either with speed or incline, so go ahead and press the 2% incline for me on the left.
Okay.
You'll start feeling a little bit more challenging.
Now, I love what you said about I want to get into between 80 and 90% of my zone. Is that true?
Yes, yes.
And then someone else's 80 to 90% might be different. So we're all working out sort of at that same zone, even though we're at different heart rates.
Correct. OTF prides itself in being inclusive for everybody of different fitness levels, different goals. And you're right, because everybody has a different maximum heart rate, and our zones are based on percentages of that maximum heart rate. Everybody can work at the same percentage.
That's fantastic. I love that. So now when you have a class here, is it always the same or does it get changed up?
Gosh, no, that will get boring really quick. No, today, for example, our focus in the class was strength. So on the treadmills, we're going to challenge you with incline as opposed to duration on an endurance-focused class.
Bobby Botina's Mexican and American Grill, coming soon to the river in Rancho Mirage. Lunch, happy hour, dinner, and evening entertainment. Bobby Botina's, coming soon to the river in Rancho Mirage.
When you think of Palm Springs, you think of sunshine, palms, and beautiful backyard pools. Let Sunny Palm Pool Service take the worry out of maintaining the most important pool around, yours. Sunny Palm Pool Service offers concierge service for your pool or spa. Top quality and reliable maintenance and repairs. Sunny Palm Pool Service. We'll do the work. You do the relaxing. Call Rod at 760-333-4804.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fall Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
So what is the theory behind Orange Theory?
Well, Orange Theory is based on a 5 heart rate zone interval program. And the idea is that if you spend 12 minutes or more in that orange zone, which is the equivalent of 84 to 91% of your maximum heart rate, you'll end up burning more calories post-workout, and that will be that afterburn.
Wow, I love the afterburn, because that means I burn more calories, right?
Right.
All right.
That's correct.
You have so many fun machines here. Do you use those all during your classes?
Yes and no. Every single class has a portion dedicated to the cardio work. So today you are choosing to do that on the treadmill. But we have a bike and a strider if the treadmill is not an option for you today. We also have our signature water rowers, which are a fantastic piece of equipment because it's the second piece of equipment that burns the most calories in a class and is zero impact. And lastly, but not least, we have our weight training stations where we get to focus on lifting and building lean muscle mass.
Are there different types of classes?
No, actually, the Orange 60 class is available for everybody, regardless of fitness level. So what we're able to do is, for example, on the treadmill, to use incline and speed to tailor it to your fitness needs and the fitness level that you're currently at.
Oh, so people from all different fitness levels basically can do this class?
Absolutely. We have people who have never worked a day in their lives, and we have athletes come and all work out and have fun and encourage each other to reach their personal best.
I bet everyone working together really feeds on the energy, and then that gives you even more energy to work out.
Absolutely. That is the beautiful thing about group fitness. You get inspired by other people, it makes you accountable, and it just makes it for a fun, efficient workout.
So what is the next activity going to be?
All right, Lori, now that we've done our training on the treadmill, we are ready to move you to our signature piece of equipment, the water rower.
Ooh, fun.